In this video, we will be learning different set operations in SQL. There are basically 4 set operations that are union, union all, intersection and minus. Before we apply any one of these operations on two tables or the relations, the underlying relations must be set compatible. Or we can say they have to fulfill some conditions. There are two conditions. The first one is the tables on which we are going to apply set operations must be having the same arity or the same number of columns. The second condition is that if we take any ith attribute from first relation and same ith attribute from the second relation, then they must be having the same domains, or the values that are present there in the corresponding columns in the two relations must be similar. If these two conditions are satisfied, only then we can apply the set operations. So in this tutorial, we will be learning how we can implement various set operations in SQL. For that, let us consider the two relations that are borrower and depositor, where borrower is the set of customers who have taken some loan from the bank, and the depositors is the set of customers who have some bank balance there. So let us see the two tables first, then we will be applying these set operations on these two tables. So this is our depositor table that has customer ID, customer name, account number and balance as attributes. If we see the values present there, there are 3 rows present there in this table. Similarly, let us see the another table, that is borrower, and in borrower you can see that there are total 4 rows present there. If we see the columns present there in depositor, there are total 4 columns in the depositor, whereas in borrower you can see that there are total 5 columns. So if we apply any of the set operations directly on these two tables, it is not allowed because these two relations are not set compatible as of now. To make these relations set compatible, we have to consider only those attributes from these two relations that will be fulfilling both the conditions. Let us take one example. Suppose we have to find out all the customers of the bank, and let us say we are interested in customer IDs of all the customers. Then if we consider the customer IDs from the borrower and the customer ID from the depositors, and suppose we have only this column present in the two relations, then the two relations become set compatible, or the various set operations can be applied. So let us first project customer ID from borrower, and also let us project that customer ID from depositor. And now to apply a union operation on these two relations, we have union keyword there in SQL, and after the last select we have to apply this semicolon. So now run this command. Now you can see that we have obtained total 6 rows as outcome. You must notice one thing here, that when we are applying union operation, if there are some duplicate values or the values that are present in both the tables, only one instance of such values will be considered. So here you can see that the duplicates have been removed. If you want to retain the duplicate values, then there is another operation, that is union all. So if we apply the union all, then you can see that the duplicates are also there in the outcome. There is one customer who is present in both the tables, that is C101. Now that is present at the two places in the outcome. Now if we are, let us say, interested in the customers who are both depositors and the borrowers, then we can apply intersect operation here. So there is this keyword intersect, and that will be taking intersection of the CIDs from borrower and CID from the depositor. Now you can see that there is only one customer who is present there in both the tables, and his customer ID is C101. If we are interested in the customers who are borrower only, then we need to take a minus operation, and for that we have a minus there in SQL. Now you will be getting the customers who are the borrowers only. If we are interested in the depositors only, then we need to apply minus there. Now you can see, now we have obtained the customers who are the depositors only. So in this way you can implement various 4 operations of the sets in SQL. I hope you have understood the basic concept of the various operations and how we can implement these operations in the SQL. Thanks for watching the video.